Hello, 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 everyone. How are y'all doing? We are back working at our little character. We got Bootsy all cuddly in the lap. And today we're starting with the tail. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. He's good, a sleepy boy. So, thank you for Bootsy for helping untangle that for me. Really helpful. We're starting stream a little bit later, not terribly late, but a little bit later. I have not had dinner, unfortunately, yet. And this is because work went long, and I stayed to help out a coworker. All good staying, helping out the coworker, but more so annoyed on the behalf of both she and I that we had to stay late to finish something that got added onto our plate at the end of the day / way too late in the day for the events going on. We did have a work party today. That was fun. We had brats and other foods that I cannot remember off the top of my head. There was watermelon. There was cake of various kind. We did have a pretty chaotic moment where we cut a triangle into the middle of the cake. It was legendary. It's going in our photo album of work events. Silly occurrence kind of thing. What else? What else did we do? We stayed late, moving samples and such. Are we back? My internet went out. So yeah, are we back? Just gonna stay up stable for a bit. There we go, we're back. Woo. Sorry about that. My internet just went out for a second. I hope we got... On Tuesday, I went to a retirement. Well, Monday night, actually. I went to a retirement dinner for my childhood minister. And then Tuesday was the actual retirement, like, ceremony. So, I worked extra last week to have off this week for that. That was fun to go to. It was great seeing her. I need to turn off the heating pad because I'm wearing a cozy outfit and it's almost too cozy. Oh, thank you for the nose kisses. Is Twitch back yet? Still looks frozen. Let's refresh Twitch. Okay, it is still there.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't do what you my damn sight. I'ma get me.
Where was I? Did I hit my increase in? Yep. What is it, Booty? What is the world telling you? What secrets of the universe do you hear? But yeah, so I left Monday night for this event, which meant Bootsy here was actually home alone for the longest he's ever been. Usually when I've gone away for a night, I'm coming back right away in the morning. Or he is at, like, boarding. So this time he was fully just home alone for like 24 plus hours. Felt kind of bad for him. Yeah. He's been pretty elderly since then too. He knows what he's missing. But he's chill. Taking a little bootsy break. I think that's fair. Right away at the start. Oof. He's just a sleepy boy. What I should probably do is cut my thread. That's my necklace. Sir. Yeah. I just bit a baby. I just bit a baby. Ah. Oh, look at your puss. I could trim your nails right now. Got work on this tape. Ah! Let's do a little focus. Hand focus. I got a bit more orange than I need. um. He's like looking at me with a judgmental face, not gonna lie. Oh. I was gonna show you his judgmental face and look at him judging us. Hello, Mimi. How are you doing? I'm working on my little Entrust dragon. I got the tail right now. Getting worked on. We got Bootsy in the lap. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Sorry, I had a needle in my mouth. Yeah, I'm just working on this little project. I've added it to I'm working on this project up here. It's just a little like Avatar blue people, kind of the little dragon guys. So I'm gonna eventually stuff the tail and like add it. All right, Bootsy, that's enough out of you. So that's what I've been doing here. We got Bootsy in the lab. Actually, while I'm between stuff, I think I'm gonna order dinner. I usually have dinner beforehand, but because I worked late today, I did not get to have dinner. Sure. Let's see if I can get some delivery too. Oh, shoot. I didn't know they closed that early. It's wild. Ooh, a cardigan. What colors are you using? Let's put Bootsy in our focus. What colors are you using? Girly pink. Ooh, very cute. Are you doing like a cropped cardigan? Long sleeves? Like what kind of style are you going for? Thank you for the kisses. Yeah, I'm working on these Adventures, or what are they called? Ikran. I don't remember the name of anything. in the show, if I'm being honest. Guys. It starts out as light pink and it gets pinker and pinker. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's so cool. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. If I recall correctly, like yarn from Ukraine is actually extremely high quality. That doesn't feel right. Keep just licking my hand. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get your tongue. I'm gonna get you. I got your tongue. That's. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom. Um, I'm just using lupins and threads right now, but I have been like really getting into like cotton recently, so I made these like headphone case holders. I still have to weave in a bunch of ends. Have I been good about weaving ends in my projects? No. Do I regret anything? Also, no. Hmm. Oh, an aid worker. Wow. That's quite cool, honestly. That's going home working on these crochet projects just to or knitting and crocheting items from things made, bringing it full circle, bringing things back. That's crazy. Oh, right next to Hobie. That's fun. You like? Okay, I'm ordering food. Okay, it's not that extreme. It's a little bit better, but that's still not. Why is it so expensive? What's going on here? Do you know what? I'm just gonna. Just gonna place this order. I'm getting hungry, man. That's cool. Like having access to like things like Hobie. That's always nice. You know, just having access to yarn quickly. All right. Next step, we're making arms. I made the FR60. Wow. Pain. Pain on cost of yarn. What is it? What is it, sir? Was it not paying attention to you? Hey. Now I'm on your own tail. I thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you. All right. I like I don't think I've actually ever gotten yarn from Hobie, now that I think about it. I have always like a Michaels, Joann's, you know. I try to avoid Hobby Lobby, but you know, sometimes it's what's available. But I have like a bunch of Michaels around where I live, so that's typically what I go for. Angora yarn? Ooh. That's crazy. Hold on. Oh, 100 grams. That's crazy. That is a crazy exchange rate. What is that like that's $490 for 1 kilogram at that rate versus your 15 in Ukraine? That I'm doing my math right. 1 gram is 1,000 kilograms. You have 100 grams, so 10 more 1 gram, or 10 more 100 grams for 1,000 grams. Yeah, that's math. So 49, 10, 490. Yeah, almost $500 for what you got for 15 in the actual location. My food's here. I got like no notifications that whole time. It's here. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. Booty, you're in charge. I hope you know that. Behave. Be right back. A rarity has occurred. Bootsy stayed in position while he was in charge. That almost never happens. Did I not get ranch? No ranch? No ranch for me? Oh. Let me shift tactics and go get some ranch. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah. It's one of my earliest projects that I worked on stream. So I think we have that whole project pretty down. I'm sure it's one of those things where it's acrylic yarn. I recognize it's acrylic yarn. I'm also like just starting up a business, so I also acknowledge that I don't have like brand namesake, so that's, you know, a balance of pricing of like I don't have like per se customer loyalty at the point. But I love the feedback. It's all just like fun, you know. It's just gonna sit here until someone buys it, even if it's so cheap and no one's still buying it, you know. It is what it is. And I'm probably not marketing myself the best. It's one of those things where it's like YouTube is and Twitch is kind of the only way I actually market myself. I know like the scrunchies, that's like the pretty standard price for like crochet scrunchies that I've seen. Or at least for this exact design I'm using for scrunchies. But, you know, it's one of those things where this is very much a side project for myself. I acknowledge I'm probably, you know, underselling myself. But I still, you know, I know what economy we're in, and I know I want to keep things affordable to a degree. I don't know. I think it was, I think I had several like full day streams, like 13-hour. If you go on my YouTube and go back to like my first live streams that are like 13 hours long, that's me just working on that dress. I don't know. I was having fun between jobs, setting up a website. I don't even remember why I have it listed out right now. Yeah. You can only do so many things with one hand.
At 1:30
Wow.
August 15th.
130. I don't think 130 is terribly, you know, under priced. I know I struggle buying a dress for 130. What I might do is make another one, you know, and have like different variety of colors. Because I think it's really pretty. The other thing I have to do is actually make some lining for my bags I've made. so I can get those listed. Also, hopefully the weather's nice enough on like Monday or this weekend, and I can do some product photos. Cause I take my product photos out in natural light, and so I just haven't updated anything over the winter because there's just no sunlight when I get home from work, or you know, it's snowing out, and so just not, there's like no good lighting to take things out on my porch, because that's the only place that gets like enough natural lights for photos. So maybe this long Memorial Day weekend I can go through and update my website. Means I'll probably have to weave in the ends on a bunch of things. Oops. But like, I got a bunch, some pants done, several bucket hats, golf club towels. I don't think I have any more plushies. But I have a bunch of stuff over there that I've made that I need to show off. Weave ends on that cardigan. I have a bunch of sleeves that I have pretty much done, just no ends woven in. Things to do. I just feel crazy putting my things that price though. I feel like a bad person pricing at that rate. I know I'm underselling myself. I don't know why I feel that like I'm a bad person if I price myself that high. I just do. I don't think it's anything against the people that are. I think it's entirely a me issue. Like, part of me is like, oh, I've only been crocheting for, you know, I started crocheting in 2023. Yeah, I've only been crocheting for 3 years. I can't ask for $1,000 for dresses. I'm sorry you're being rude. That feels... Ah! Thank you so much. I guess I think with me it's like I don't have the confidence in myself. Like I know I make good products. Like I know I design well-crafted pieces. But I also know I don't have the years of experience to like for sure say, you know, the only people that like have seen my products or like gotten something for me are people that know me, and it's like, of course my family friends are gonna hype up my work, you know. It doesn't mean I'm deserving of the hyping, you know. I guess that's where I'm coming from. Also, Bootsy's in the bag. He has found his new home. They didn't give me a spoon for my sundae. Oh, actually, I want to pull up the picture of my first crocheted outfit ever. Hold on. Let me pull it up quick, and then I'll show it. So, I went from amigurumi to clothes. And if thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really bad at taking compliments. Like, I try my best to hype up myself, but it's one of those things where I think this would be, like, kind of a cool thing to look at. Why is my phone going off? Oh, my phone's, because I just told it to. Let me pull up this photo. And because, like, part of me is like, oh, you know, I made that dress, but then, like, I feel like the beauty of that dress really comes from the pattern of it, you know? Like, I think the pattern, you know, is just itself because of the squares you're using are just uniquely gorgeous as well. Okay, scrolling through. I don't have this photo in this album. That's crazy. I have to hunt for this photo. Also, I probably want to, like, sew, like, a body cover for my mannequin, because it's, like, bright blue, and I feel like it distracts a lot from anything you put on it. Thank you so much. I bet the reason I don't have this photo in my crochet album is because in January my phone like bricked itself. So I had to factory reset it. And so anything that didn't get backed up beforehand, like reset. But now I have like an entire section in January where basically all my photos re-downloaded, but it lost like all the metadata of like when the original photo was taken. So I think this photo is in that. Oh, right. Also, I do try to like not eat on stream. I say that I eat on stream all the time. I do my darndest to avoid eating on stream when possible. But if I'm also trying to start stream at 6, some things are just hard to avoid. Because 6 o'clock, 7 is when I usually eat dinner. So if I get home late, I'm eating. I'll order the food in and I will eat. Okay. Slowly loading things. But I actually made this dress mostly at my job, my first job out of college. While I was going through the training process, I was just crocheting this. My manager tried to scold me, but then he was like, he also had like the instructors in the class like praising me for how I was able to stay so engaged in class while crocheting. It was kind of funny. But this is like a very heavy dress. The reason I'm going to try to find the photo and not just like grab the dress, I don't really want to like disassemble it for sentimental reasons, but it should be dismantled. Oh, I don't think I finished my thought. Wow. So, had she always been blind and she, like, learned how to, like, knit and crochet just by feeling? Or did she knit and crochet and slowly start to lose her vision and then kind of, like, learn to go by feel? I have two uncles that had gone blind, but neither of them, like, I knew to be, like, crafty in this way. One was, like, a math whiz, though. He taught math to, like, high schoolers. My grandmother knit, but she knit left-handed, and so she found it difficult to teach me how to knit because I'm right-handed. And now, because I learned how to crochet, I continental knit, so it is what it is. But where I was going with why I learned amigurumi first matters is because I Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone and then bring it back up on the computer because this is taking too long. It takes longer to do from my computer because it's my computer mirroring what I have on my phone. Okay. On it. See how much faster it was to just pull up on my phone than it was to... Okay. So minimize. Pull this up. Add layer. It's a display capture. My source. Gallery. So, I made a blanket dress. And a blanket belt to go with it. It is so warm. It is so warm. But my grandmother, I keep distracting myself. I'm sorry. This was, Booty, that's very rude to scratch on my chair. This was like the first thing I ever like designed myself. I never wrote down this pattern. I think it's, if I recall, it's like either half double crochets or like I think it's half double crochets all the way around. I don't think I did single crochets. I was crazy if I did do single crochets. And then I picked the cross pattern on the back based off of a sports bra that I wear. I really like the cross pattern that it has. It felt very supportive. But it is so warm. It is so warm to wear. But yeah, this is what I worked on out of college and in training at my old job. Was that dress. Was I like just freehanded it and then it like kept getting bigger. I was like, wow, it's a really big dress now. Can I help you, sir? Can you leave my diploma alone? No? You better. He's being nosy. But it's one of those things where I was using, it was before I like really like got like, oh, when you wear crochet, it's a lot warmer. I actually I used the Wooble kits to learn because I knew I was going into a tech job right out of college. So I started with the Wooble kits. And hold on. I do have this a little closer then. Since I'm getting it up, I'm going to get a spoon right away, actually. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get the spoon that I need for my ice cream while I'm getting up to grab this as well. Okay. I came back for show and tell. This is indeed the dress that I was just showing. And I do believe it's half double crochets. So this is my really heavy blanket dress. And it's like, I don't have like the most, I don't think I was using perfectly the right hook, but like this did not need to be this heavy. Oh, poor horsey. Poor horsey. However, what I've got here, this is the first thing I ever crocheted. Like, you can definitely tell, like, he's a little understuffed. He's a little flat. Yeah. And there's a little bit of, like, gappy, but I'm still, like, pretty proud of him. You know he's a penguin. You know, and like, I think the biggest gapping is actually on the top, and that's just inherently because of it's a wooble, and it's how they start your projects for you. That's like what causes that, because you know, if you do mess up and you frog back to the beginning, you've already like kind of pulled open those stitches, so they're not going to be as tight. But yeah, that was my first endeavor at amigurumi. That I do avoid freehanding. I will do patterns. Like, my mom wants me to make a lion for a baby gift. And I will. But I will be using a lion pattern. I'll see if I can figure out how to make the baseball and maybe bat, but I'll probably still just use a pattern. So, gotta make an orange lion. I think I have orange yarn. Don't remember fully. But yeah, my first outfit and my first thing ever. I no longer have my first truly knit project. That was a scarf my grandmother tried to teach me to knit. I don't think it went well. It might be in my like memorabilia box my parents have. No idea where that is though. Sorry, I know where my memorabilia box is. I don't know if that knit project's actually in there or not. My only ongoing knitting whip is a blanket. And this is, I am teaching myself it, kind of, with YouTube videos. And I will say, I am continental knitting, but I am twisting my pearls, unfortunately. I'm far enough in, I'm not going to frog it and fix it. I will continue to knit this project with my twisted pearls. Because it's not the end of the world in this project. It looks fine. It is not a project that, like, inherently looks different. Like, there's no intentional twisting that's going to make it obvious that it's bad that I twisted these. But it's one of those things where I know, but I don't want to correct the habit yet in the middle of a project. So, oh no, my fry. I'm trying to get through the fries. So, what do you think is the reason you struggle with amigurumi more than you struggle with like any other type? Yes, I do. I put the yarn in front when I purl. Because that's the YouTube video told me to do. But I believe I pull it through the loop incorrectly. I twist it when I pull it through the loop. Or I have the yarn on my side. Like when I'm knitting, I have the yarn on this side of my project. When I'm purling, I have the yarn on this side of my project. I'm less familiar with knitting, so front or back is less familiar for me. I'm guessing towards you is front. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I waited enough time between my two projects, my knitting projects and like what is all my crochet projects, that I forget how to do it in between every single time. So I have to like watch videos again. Anytime I pick it back up to remind myself how to do all the stitches. But like according to my friend / coworker who knits a lot, I'm doing a lot of things wrong. But she also told me like it's fine. Just know you're doing them wrong so that on your next project you can fix them. And I think that's perfectly fine advice. She was telling me the only reason she actually knows the difference okay, next time try this is I guess underneath. But don't for purl you have to pull the stitch to the front. Like, I thought for purling you had to pull the stitch the other way through the project. Like, the knitting, you're pulling it through towards yourself, but because purling is supposed to be functionally the opposite of the knit, you're supposed to push it away from you. Sir. This is not good for you. You can't have this. He doesn't know what or care what's good for him or not. Like I said, I'm not going to change how I'm working on this specific project. It's one of those things. I have a Discord. I have it linked in, it's in my pinned comment. My Discord's linked in the pinned comment. I can rethrow it in chat. But it's in the pinned comment. Sir, leave my plants alone, please. Yeah, I fully acknowledge, like, I am, like, knitting more so than crochet. I am quite self-taught. I'm not sure if I found, like, the right videos on how to do things. Welcome to the Discord. Let's give you a wave. Oh, that wave didn't go through. Boots is gonna bootsy. But yeah, that's what have we got? It's one of those things where it's like I'm sure I'm doing something improper with knitting. I also know I'm continental knitting. That at the very least I know because I knit like I crochet. So like I still hold the yarn in my left hand. I don't throw the yarn. But it's one of those things where I unfortunately like just didn't have the patience to sit down to craft with my grandma when I was younger. And now that I do, she's not around anymore. But she passed in 2017. I didn't really start getting into crafting until 2023, like I said earlier. And one of the reasons I got into crafting is because my real life, job was on computers. And when my only hobby outside of work, like my only hobby really had been gaming, I was like, well, I'm gonna be on computers all day, only to go on home and relax by being on computers. I should probably have like an offline. Yeah. Yep, I see you in the Discord. You could probably send the video in craft things or like live chat because it's related to like something we're talking about on live. Or general, honestly. Any is fine. But yeah, Mimi appeared. I see you in the Discord. It's the same logo. Hold on. If I at you, do you get a pop-up notification? Does that help? Maybe give you like a +1 notification somewhere. Because it says you're in there. I don't want to like say what you're... weird? It says you're offline though. So like you joined and went offline right away. If you're looking for like the friend, you might not be on that. You did I have a Discord server that you would have joined. If that's what you're seeing. So if you're looking for like my actual Discord for a PM, you joined a server. Maybe that helps. Because I've been chatting so much while eating. I've been eating for a while. Yeah, weird. It says you're there. And the server logo is the same logo as my Twitch logo. It's ice cream soup. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick tidy up. Put like my condiments back into the fridge. So I'll give BRB, Bootsy's in charge message. You're in charge. You better watch these hooligans. Make sure they stay out of trouble. Alright? I'm counting on you, sir. Don't abandon your post. Boop. Good job! You didn't abandon your post, sir! He stayed on duty! It's a rarity! It's a rarity for the sir to stay on task. He always abandons his post. Always when we need him the most. We need a hero! What are you looking at? You know I'm weird. It's like he doesn't know me at all. Oh, I could have put Pierre back. Oh well. He's inspecting the ceiling for suspiciousness. Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh. Well. Let's restart this row. One, two, three. This is 4. Okay. Got hold on. I sent you a DM. Let me know if you got that. I don't have any restrictions somewhere. Um, are you also Mimi on Discord? And I'm not gonna give you your whole ID, but do you have like a 34 in your ID somewhere? Like, this wouldn't be like your short username, this would be like your actual ID. Interesting. Hold on. Let me... Try that. I sent you a friend request, so I don't know who this other Mimi that joined the Discord right as you were saying I'm gonna join the Discord is. So, does this work? Does this link work? Okay. There we go. Don't know what happened. Don't know how that... Welcome! We figured it out. We have troubleshooted the troubleshooting. We only slightly doxed your Discord. But you chose to do that. I did not make you. Welcome to the Discord. It's 8:20 already? Man. Why is it so late? Bootsy, why is it so late? Also, he has fully been super cuddly since since I got home on Tuesday. I got home on Tuesday. I went to a retirement party, but I left Monday morning or Monday evening, and I didn't get back till Monday night. And he was not too pleased with me that I was gone that long. He sat in front of the security cameras so that I knew he was there and that I could see him. Because the security camera's on the ceiling, which means he got onto the TV stand to lay in front of the security camera. This boy wanted me to know he was there because he knows I can see him and talk to him through the security cameras in my apartment. So he was like, Mom, I know you're there. You should talk to me. And you should see me, and why aren't you home? Because, like, I've been gone overnight before, but I'm typically back in the morning. This time I wasn't. I will say I'm gonna have to remake all these pieces because I am not in love with this pattern, or at least for the first. So, okay, I'm gonna show you. I actually have made the body twice, so I have two bodies for this. They're about the same size, but one is like slightly smaller. And how the pattern was written, here I'm going to switch to the other cam to show this more. So how the pattern was written was it had me put on the eyes before I started decreasing the neck. But as you can kind of see from the photo here, the eyes are supposed to be on the side of the body, right? But when I started, like, when I added the eyes, I locked them in. And when I started continuing to follow the pattern, it had the neck decreasing, like, here. So, like, the eyes were in front of the head, and the neck was here. And then, so I adjusted where the neck was, but because I adjusted where the neck was, I had to, like, kind of wing my adjustment on the chest part. And I was like, I hated this. So it was also like there's a bit more gapping than I would like. And that's because I don't have a 3.75 millimeter hook. So I used a 4. I'm like, well, you know, 0.25, that's not going to make too much of a difference, hopefully. Well, I guess it made enough of a difference. So, I switched to, when I remade the body, there are two things I changed right away. First, I'm going to make sure I give accurate information. Yeah. I switched to a 3.5 hook. You can see my double chin. I switched to a 3.5 hook, so like there's still gapping, and like I can't really go down to a 3 hook for this yarn. Like I don't. There's just issues I think with chenille, and like maybe I overstuffed it, but like there was gapping before I started stuffing it, so maybe it's just too tight for my tension. Who knows? Anyway, what I did different on, wait. Yeah, what I did different on this one is I created the head and the neck and the body part first, and then I added the eyes. And I also adjusted the distance between the eyes because they had like really wide distance between them. And I tried to match it at first, but like it just made it look weird. So like they're pretty close, but like you can kind of tell that if I like turn them, you're gonna, oh, I did that poorly, I guess. If you turn them, let me watch while I do it. Yeah. Like, this eye lands before this eye, meaning I made the eyes a little bit closer together. But I think it's still gonna work out. It's still a cute little guy. But these are just, like, adjustments I'm making to the pattern as I go, or, like, as I come across them. So, I'm still gonna complete both these guys. And so, I'm always going to, with my 4mm hook, crochet all the pieces. So we've got my 4mm tail, and now I'm working on my first 4mm arm. Also, another struggle with this pattern is, I don't want to give like too much information, but can you tell why I underlined these, what's right here? Can you tell that there's actually a difference in shade of blue on this 4 single crochet versus this decrease? Yeah, these are supposed to be in the light blue / white, and these are supposed to be in the dark blue. And they chose such similar, or like, I don't know if it's just how they came across in printing, but it was so similar. I could not see it. I had to like underline these to like just see it at all, because otherwise last stream I was just sitting here with the pattern here going like, oh, wrong one, going like this. I was just reading the pattern like this to like see, let me see the color difference. It was rough last week working on this, but now it's just in the dark blue, so it's nothing too bad right now. What was I doing? I am starting single crochets all the way around. I'm also doing a chenille and separate yarn magic circle, so that'll help. Or that's, I wonder if that's why. I think my neck might be expand. I just realized, I'm looking at this, I think, I wonder if I'm still getting gapping because of how this neck is. Like, Come on. Focus. But like, can you kind of see how it like goes out? Like this is the 3.5 millimeter, but then this is like bigger. And I'm used to going to the bottom of my hook. Oh no, your little cat disappeared. I'm sorry. Got Discord to work. Now Twitch is breaking. Let's pull out some center. Six. Where? Tried making a video with one hand. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, yeah, she's got to rest up. Oof. Okay, next. Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, send them in. Hold on, do it. Ah, Paul. Oh, big stretch. Did I miscount somewhere? Hold on. Yep, I missed something somewhere. Okay. Ooh, that's gorgeous yarn. Are these like, are they sweater? Are you like making like raglan top down cardigans? Are they sweaters? Like, it's knit. They're gorgeous. I love all the pinks. Ooh, and then this, like, poncho. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. No, those look awesome. The kids will love them. Oh, you knit the poncho together? Interesting. I'm supposed to have 10 stitches. What? How did I goof? How did I goof? Oh, shocking. Shocking, sir, shocking. Hello, sir. Yeah, those look so fun. So gorgeous. The kids will love them. Very exciting. Let me frog this because I goofed somewhere. Sir, do you just want attention? Is that what you... Oh, baby. Oh, you got updated to a bear. That's a gorgeous yarn. Honestly, that yarn... Hold on. That yarn reminds me of the yarn... Hold on, let me switch. I'm gonna move my little dragon. Let me figure out the best way. Okay. So you see that little, like, scarf thing in the back? That, like, your pink yarn reminds me of that yarn. Ugh. Like, it's like I have this, like, it went dark pink to light pink or to, like, white. And I took that white to purple. Or I don't remember which color I started, but I have white as my center color and one side's purple, the other side's pink. Yeah, no. Ugh, I goofed. I missed the stitch. Oh, this is Bootsy. This is Boots. I haven't said Bootsy's name to you. This is Bootsy. He is our stream supervisor. Though that's really cool that it's all from Ukraine. It's so gorgeous. And it's also like it's a good I like I said earlier, it feels very full circle, you know, you're getting it from Ukraine, you know, and then you're making things to go back to kids in Ukraine that need it. I'm just gonna use this other yarn that mysteriously appeared on my lap. You know, I think that's just so cool. Let me double check my counting so I don't have to frog this again. Woo, I got it right this time. Yay me. Why didn't I get it right the first time? We may never know. Right, Bootsy? You're gonna curl up and sleeps. Did I go too far? There we go. Wait, do we want to go to the Butsa cam and put it as focus? Look at a boy. Look at a boy. I'm preaching. bitty baby. Itty bitty baby. Itty bitty baby. Okay, honestly, kind of done with amigurumi for now. Okay, what? It's almost 4 in the morning here. Wow, go to sleep. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting. Yeah, hope to see you again. I try to stream every Thursday around 6 p.m. I know coming up in June, I probably won't be streaming for like 2 weeks in a row, because I'm going on a family vacation. But I'll be here next week, 6 p.m. Central Time. So, yeah, we'll have to see you. And like I said, this is Bootsy. He's our supervisor and EP boy. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for such kind words. It's great having you. And all the work you're doing with your craft, that's awesome. I am going to grab my close by project. I'm not gonna update descriptions, but I'm gonna switch to working on my raglan sleeves. Where is my hook for this project? Here's some extra yarn for it. But where's the hook? Did I put it? Oh, I'm such a good crocheter. I put it away. It was away. Do you want to smell it? He's just a clingy boy. But yeah, if you're still here, you rest up. Thank you so much for stopping by. You get some. Ow! That was rude. He's just like all balled up. It's all balled up. Nowhere to go. I will say, I've got a bunch of yarn over there for bucket hats. That'll be fun. This is my hook, sir. I knight thee, Sir Bootsy. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. He's not levitating. Just a cutie. But yeah, this is a partial pattern that I've made myself / up on my own. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a raglan top down. It's not that serious. It's not that deep enough to like say it's my own pattern. I'm sure someone else has done this exact same project in almost the exact same way. Oh, they're gonna fall off if you go that way. You gonna stretch out? He like slid out. He slipped out. There you go. I kind of, let's, there we go. There you go. Ah. Oh, excuse me. Do-do-do. Bootsy's back. Yeah, look at the baby. Are you saying it's bedtime? I think Bootsy's saying it's bedtime. So do you know what that means? It means it is time to find a channel to raid. Alright, let's look for a channel to raid. Pop it out. Not that one. This one. Alright, we've got... Got cross stitch. That looks fun. Ooh, they've been going for a while, so... Ooh, do you know what? I know we always go to them. But... she's always fun to visit. Wait, hold on, let's... Yeah, let's go to Askin. We will no. Oh, Bootsy's running off. Alright, let's go to Askin. They're back at it with their cross stitch. So I'm typing up the message to him now. I don't know if I spell that right. How do you spell bolero? It's bowler. Oh, I just can't spell. All right. Alright, well, got the message typed up. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me again today. It was great chatting. We had lots of fun chats today. So, with that, I think it's time to call it a night. So, thanks, y'all. Bye.